All right, we are live. So I am here with Alex playing with fire. He's a very special guest. If for some reason you don't know who he is, there's a number of online dating coaches, right, who focus on Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, stuff like that. He's the only one I know of that I can honestly say is definitely very legit because, first of all, he has more receipts than probably all the other ones combined, right? If you look at his website, he shows the entire text. He shows a lot in terms of receipts. He shows that he's pulled tons of girls from online, and it's completely practical, right? So a lot of these dating coaches in my space of pickup, but also in online dating, it's just theory, right? It's hypothetical, it's philosophical. And to me, that's kind of bullshit. It's stupid to focus on that. And when you have someone that's showing the text threads, showing the results, showing that he actually pulls, that he actually gets girls on dates, etc., that is worth something.
Yeah, man, I appreciate the kind words. In terms of the reverse, I wouldn't say you're the only cold approach guy that I think is legit, but you're part of a very short list. That's like 5 or 6 people of guys who I think is legit. So the compliment is mutual. In terms of the showing proof, yeah, I think that's one of the things, probably the biggest thing that caused my channel to get traction is because I think I show more like real life demonstrations or examples than anyone. Like when talking about Tinder, I just don't talk about Tinder theory. I show you the whole conversation from start to finish. Not a lot of people do that. But when I'm talking about escalating, it's not just me talking to a camera. I'll actually have a girl there and I'll show you how I escalate on the
And that
girl.
video did quite well.
Yeah. Or if it's something like, let's just say like flirting or even calling a girl on the phone, I show you a video of how to call a girl on the phone. Right. So like, I think that I provide like more. It's not even that I'm necessarily the best, although I think I'm quite good. It's more of that no one really provides as many like examples and demonstrations. I think that's something that's really useful for people when it comes to learning. It's like, yeah, okay, you're listening to some dude talk about theory, that could be helpful, but I think it's a lot more helpful if you can actually see how it's done.
Yeah, so when it came to pickup personally, I watched David D'Angelo, I read the Mystery Method, all that stuff. I knew all the theory. And all that really happened from it is I made girls more uncomfortable and was more awkward because I didn't have any context. There's in psychology, I'm trying to think of the exact term, but they've shown that people learn the fastest and most efficiently socially, right? Through seeing something demonstrated, through seeing someone else do something. It's called mirroring or something. I don't know the exact term. I can look that up for later. But that is by far the best way to learn. And it's not until I ran into RSD Julian in 2012, 2013, when I was 21, that I, first of all, I bought in and I believed pickup was real because I saw his infield. I'm like, all right, this guy clearly gets laid, right? This guy, he's clearly getting the results, and it makes you believe it more. So if you see infield, you see receipts, you see, an Indian guy banging hot girls, you see that, you have a lot more belief and buy-in in the theory. So you're more
Mhm.
likely to actually do something with it, and you understand it on a far deeper level. And
Mhm.
so it's really sad to me that most of the most popular dating coaches, whether in pickup or not, don't do that at all. Right? They have none of that, zero. And that's like most of the red pill. That's why I think the red pill is mostly kind of fucking garbage because they have zero receipts whatsoever. And the
Well,
receipts they do have is like Donovan Sharp and, like goddamn his wife, girlfriend, whatever it is, like, out of 10, she's not very high on that scale. You know what I mean?
yeah, well, that's because most of them aren't actually having the kind of life that they talk about. And that's not just with dating, it's with like a lot of things. Like a lot of these guys will say one thing and they live their life totally opposite. Like Rollo Tomasi, don't get married, have a vasectomy, don't have kids. Literally the opposite of all those things. No such thing as a high quality woman. He's married. Like, is your wife not high quality then? So yeah, it's just like you see like massive amounts of hypocrisy. So I don't really take anything anyone says on the internet at face value unless it's someone who I know and trust, or I actually see like proof. And like it can't be one example. I want to see multiple examples to make sure it's not fluke.
Yeah, I agree. You really shouldn't listen to anyone who doesn't come with a lot of receipts. And
Yeah.
you can still not be amazing and have receipts, but it's still a much better bet to bet on someone who has receipts and who has testimonials like you and I. We have testimonials of guys showing like, here's how I got laid thanks to his advice, right? Here's how I got a model. Here's how I got a threesome. After I took his boot camp, after I bought his course, I got legitimate tangible results as opposed to hypothetical. I feel confident. That's a lot of guys' testimonials. I watched Rollo Tomasi's videos, and now I feel more confident in myself. And I also hate women. I guess my collab with Rollo Tomasi is not happening after this one, but I'm gonna. I do not like that guy at all.
Yeah, he was
Uh,
dope.
yeah, he's smart. He's a great marketer, but he is so delusional and inaccurate in his beliefs.